All right, it is your Classic Metal Show right here on theclassicmetalshow.com. That is Slash's Snake Pit. My good buddy Rod Jackson there on vocals, and of course Slash on guitar.
Yes.
That was Just Like Anything from Ain't Life Grand. Now, you don't have that one, do you?
No, I do not.
That is such a good record, man.
I know somebody that has it now.
Yeah. Maybe you'll have it by the end of the night.
Maybe.
Maybe. So good. And I got to give props to our good buddy Matt Wardlaw, because Matt secretly undercover recorded the actual show that they did at Peabody's of the Slash and Snake Pit, this tour, and of which I have that as well. So good. Man, that was so good. Awesome stuff there. So you're in for Slash, huh?
Yeah, I'm in for Slash.
Would you go and see that band?
Yes.
Without even a thought?
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
I mean, come on. I mean, where you're talking about the Guns N' Roses reunion, it's a specific topic.
Sure.
I'll go see any band.
Right.
You know, well, if they suck, I won't.
Right.
I mean, my husband probably would have taken my daughter to see
right.
Justin Bieber, but that's because it was her interest or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. I'll go see any band for the experience or whatever.
Right.
But when you're talking about a specific topic of a reunion, it's a different thing. How much will you pay?
Right.
You know?
Who have you gone to see for the experience that sucked?
That sucked?
That sucked. That you were like, I got to see these guys because I haven't seen them before.
Shinedown?
Shinedown? They were bad?
Ugh.
I've never seen them. Or maybe I have.
Amber, they sucked, and I was so mad.
Oh, Emery?
Amber.
Oh, Amber.
No, Amber took me to see them, and they sucked. And then she tricked me into going to another show, told me we were seeing somebody else. I already paid for the tickets, blah, 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 and we show up, and it's fucking Shinedown again. I'm like, dude, are you serious?
But you stayed.
It was at Pierre, so I didn't have to stay. I just went to the other bars.
Nice. Just went and hung out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. Now, I've seen a few. Have you ever gone to a show that you were completely pumped for and it just sucked fucking ass?
No, I wouldn't say so.
I could definitely name I guess I wasn't pumped for that show. Number one for me was in 98 or 9, I guess it would, maybe even in the 2000s. I don't remember what year. But it was Ozzy with Korn and Deftones were the openers, which is odd openers for Ozzy. But I was a fan of all three bands, and you know my history with Zach. Mm-hmm. So I was completely pumped up to go see this fucking show. And one band was worse than the next. It was fucking terrible. The Deftones, they do, and I've seen them a few times to where I won't go see them anymore. As much as I do dig their music, they are the epitome of suck in live music. Really? They are awful because they do something with the guitars. They like use like a fuzz box or some shit, but it's not like a true fuzz box like you would get with like a stoner band. It's like a thinning, like almost like their amps sound like it's half blown or something. You've heard that sound, haven't you? That
yeah.
You know, so it sounds all. They sounded all weak. Then Korn came out, and you know Korn was. And this was the earliest days of Korn, and they had they were like bass heavy with everything. Mm-hmm. Well, they had so much bass that you couldn't hear anything. All you heard was. I was like, ugh, this fucking sucks.
That's what sucked about, we went to, who was it that we went to see? Seven Dust? Mm-hmm. We took Dominic to see Seven Dust.
Oh, at the House of Blues.
I believe that's who it was. Gemini Syndrome opened for him.
Yeah, House of Blues.
Dominic was totally digging them.
Right.
And then John took him a little while later to go see him somewhere, I think down in Kent or Akron.
Yeah, at the Outpost or somewhere.
And it was awful. They said it was terrible.
Yeah, sound makes a big difference. Yeah. You know, because I mean, you know, I'm tight with Zach, and fucking he sucked. You know, I watched that show and I was like, Jesus God. You know, he sounded terrible. It was like just a bad show.
Yeah.
So I've had it happen a few times, not too often. I know Metallica one time I saw and they fucking blew when they played at Blossom, and I was all pumped up, and I actually had seats right next to Omar Vizquel, which was awesome, because I'm a baseball fan. So, I was sitting next to Omar Vizquel, which to me was very cool.
Yeah.
But it was Metallica with Days of the New and Jerry Cantrell. Now, Days of New I could give a shit about, but I'm an Alice in Chains guy. So Jerry Cantrell I was very pumped for. And Chris DeGarmo from Queensryche was playing rhythm guitar for Jerry Cantrell. So I was like, this is going to fucking rock. They sucked. Jerry Cantrell's band was terrible. Days of the New was Days of the New. And then Metallica was so... This was right when they went from being the best live band in the world to not. And literally, they played nothing but Black Album up. This was like Reload or something. So they're playing only Black Album and Load and Reload tunes. Then they said, yeah, we're going to play some old shit now. And everybody's like, yeah, fuck yeah. They bring out fucking stools and played an acoustic medley of shit from like 8 songs from the albums that count. It's like Kill 'Em All acoustic and For Whom the Bell Tolls acoustic. But it wasn't even the whole songs. It was just like parts. I was like, this fucking sucks. It was the only time ever. I've seen Metallica over 40 times. And it was the only time ever I walked out. When they came out and they played pretty much whatever I wanted to see, acoustic,
you were out.
I was like, fuck this.
That's another band that I wish I would have seen back in the day.
Back at Metallica? Mm-hmm. Oh, they were... At one point, I always say it, they were unstoppable. Up through the Black Album tour. You may not have liked the Black Album, but the touring, I saw them like 11 times on that tour. It was amazing. I sat in the Snake Pit a couple of times, and fucking my all-time favorite concert, the best concert I've ever seen in my life, 1991, Day on the Green. It was a full day, 12 hours, full sets from Metallica, Queensryche, Soundgarden, and Faith No More.
Oh, wow.
And Metallica, it was the first date of the Black Album tour. Queensryche was touring on Empire. Soundgarden was touring on Bad Motorfinger, and Faith No More was touring on Angel Dust. It was like all 4 bands were on these great albums and all played full sets. It was 12 fucking hours. They fenced off the infield. It was at Oakland Stadium. They fenced off the infield so it wouldn't tear up the dirt of the infield. And it was like a 50,000 person mosh pit.
Jesus.
It was fucking violence unleashed. I got home from the show. The show was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I was fucked up. We went, you've never been to California, have you?
No.
Where we were, I was at Fort Ord, which is kind of like Central California. It's about an hour and a half from San Francisco. And you drive, there's basically 2 highways. There's Highway 1 and 101. Did you lose your headphones?
Just one side.
Let's see. Is that better?
I don't know. Yes,
right,
it is. Okay, that's better.
All right. No, so when you can only go up one of 2 ways, Highway 1 and Highway 101, I think. And when you go up the 1, you have to go through a little town called Gilroy. And Gilroy is known for its garlic. Okay, that's the garlic capital of the world.
I bet it's stinky there, but there's no vampires.
But I'll tell you what they also have there. They have these wine places. They make their homegrown wine there.
Uh-huh.
And when you're driving up the highway, they have just shops on the side of the highway, literally for 20 miles. Just these shops where you can stop and taste wine. And so we left. The show started at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We left at like 9 a.m. And we hit trashed. Every fucking wine place. And we were, you could drink for free. You go, I mean, they won't let you drink a bottle, but they'll let you drink, like a sample. So we hit every one of these places drinking samples of all this fucking wine. By the time we got there at 2 o'clock, plus we had a fucking keg in the back of the truck, we were fucking blitzed by the time we got there and just got into, sunny and hot and whatever. And just worked it out because I stayed in the mosh pit the entire time, just fucking battering people and getting battered by people. By the time I got home and, I came in and I got home like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever from the show. And, I took my shirt off and Georgetta looked at me and she's like, what the fuck happened to you? I was like, what? And she's like, go in the bathroom and look at your back. And I went in the bathroom. My back looked like somebody just beat it with a ball bat. Yeah. It was completely black. I mean, literally, you ever see those videos where guys like fall off their motorcycle?
Yeah.
And they're just beaten to shit? That's what my back looked like because I was in the mosh pit getting hit. I'm fucking tough. So I'm up front. Well, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me from people behind me for 12 hours. So my whole back turned black and blue from this fucking show. I didn't care. It was fun. I would do it again in a minute. I'd do it now.
Now?
Now I would.
Would you be able to last?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
No, but I would try. Now it's like, I think I want to go see, I don't know, Bruno Mars from his chair. I want to see something mellow and soft, and I got to have a seat.
I think one of my most memorable concerts was Heart.
Heart?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Well, because one, it was my first concert, and my parents were stoners from the 70s.
Okay.
And they were young.
Right.
So I knew Heart growing up, and it was right when the release of Bad Animals.
Okay, is that the one with All I Want to Do Is Fuck You Till I Goo?
No,
or whatever that song is?
It was the one before that. I don't know what happened to this thing, but...
What did you do?
I don't know. It's telling you, Chris, your language. No, I don't want to do is fuck.
What?
It's copying what you said, but it said, no, all I want to do is fuck.
Right, let's see. Hey, Siri, you're a cocksucker. Hey, Siri, you are a cocksucker. No. Nice.
I don't know how Siri came up.
I don't know.
She must be sick and tired of your language.
I guess so. But anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know. Siri interrupted me.
With Heart.
Oh, yeah. I grew up with the junk. So when they went to this place called, it was Taste of Minnesota.
Okay.
A big festival. And I was up visiting my dad and my stepmom. And they took me to see it. And I knew every freaking song. And I was 12 years old. And all I could do was get pissed off. Right. Because my little brother was with me, and that was his first concert, and he was younger than I was.
Is that Justin?
Nope, Jake.
Jake? No, you got to flip the keyboard out. There you go. Nope. There you go.
I got it.
There you go. Well, that's cool. I like Heart. I've seen them.
Yeah,
they put on a good show, and whatever her name is can sing. Ann or Nancy? Nancy's the fat one,
Nancy's
right?
the blonde. Ann is the
Is Ann the fat
hair.
one?
Ann is the fat one.
Ann is the fat. She could sing her ass off.
Yeah, she can. She sure can.
And I saw a picture of her recently. She lost like fucking most of her weight.
She's kind of like Oprah.
Yeah, up,
back
down.
and forth. Yeah.
Look, she's allowed to be fat because she can sing.
Yeah, she has an excuse. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Because she's fucking great.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see her singing the Led Zeppelin stuff for Robert Plant?
I did.
That's fucking amazing.
Holy shit! Yeah, there's not a lot of people that can pull that kind of crap off anymore.
No. And even if they can, don't tell Kelly.
Okay.
Because she will fucking pick it apart. You hear? He missed that inflection.
Oh, Jesus.
He's not Robert Plant.
John does that with guitar riffs. Every time some kid posts a video on Facebook playing some kind of Van Halen, the kid could be like 6 months old, and he'd still go, that was wrong.
That's wrong, man. Meanwhile, has he hurt himself?
He'll admit to everybody he can't play guitar.
Or sing.
He can, too, sing.
Oh, whatever. I can out-sing him.
No, you can't.
It'd be close. Be closer than you would.
You can sing.
It would be closer than he would like to admit.
You can sing.
I can sing a little.
He can sing well.
Yeah, he sings all right. I mean, some of the song choices I'm a little
That's not his choice.
I know.
Hey, he can rock out some Bruno Mars, though.
I know, but he likes that fucking Outfield song. And I always talk about that. Josie's on a vacation. Stop it.
Yeah, well.
Not a fan of that.
To each his own, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what the hell was I listening to when I walked in here tonight?
Hey, now that's good music. Elton John?
I'm not talking about that.
Oh,
the Carpenters, which I guess...
I wasn't listening to Carpenters. I don't like the Carpenters.
You listened to Karen Carpenter.
I was listening... No, I wasn't. I was listening to Carly Simon.
Oh, Carly Simon. That's
Carly
the one.
Simon.
That's the one with the big lips. That's right. Okay. That's what I meant.
and a little England...
You're lucky I even came up with one name.
And a little England Dan and John Ford Coley. That's the good stuff. A little Air Supply.
Okay, the Air Supply was actually kind of fun.
I'm
sitting here yawning, though. I'm like about to fall asleep, and you're like, this gets me so pumped.
It does. Do I sound like I don't have energy?
Well, you're fine.
I'm good now. No, now I'm full speed.
As I'm chugging 12 5-hour energies to stay up.